my Blu-ray collection part 30. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to part 30. Have a look at my Blu-ray collection. This is the last video for this shelf. It'll probably be quite a short one, but it was either do a 30th part or a long 29th part. Films, TV, music, comedy, possibly documentaries, just no box sets. Let's carry straight on. So this is Riddick. So I basically got this because Katie Sackhoff was in it. I hadn't seen any of the previous Pitch Black films. I enjoyed this so much that I picked up, and I think I've already shown a box set, or it's this size set that had the two films and the animated film in, which I enjoyed a fair bit, but not as much as this. I enjoyed this most. But yeah, quite a good film. Rock and Roller, Guy Ritchie's film. This was sort of his return to gangstery type films. It was good. I don't remember that much about it, to be honest. It not a film that sort of stays with me. Good cast: Tom Wilkinson, Gerard Butler, Tandy Newton, Jeremy Piven, Mark Strong, Gemma Arterton. Yeah, it was very much a Guy Ritchie film, though. I remember that much. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Big fan of Rocky Horror. I'm more a fan of the stage show than of the film, but I do really enjoy the film. I've seen the stage show basically every tour since 1993, I think. But yeah, as I say, do love the film as well. This is the 35th anniversary special version, so it includes both the US and UK versions of the film. Which basically just means the song Superheroes is in the UK version but not the US. It's got trivia tracks, and you can watch it with the audience participation, commentary by Richard O'Brien and Patricia Quinn. Oh, so many deleted scenes, alternative endings, misprint ending, documentaries, videos, loads and loads of extras on here. This is Room in Rome, which, as you can see, is a saucy little film. Really good, but when I describe it, it's not going to sound amazing. Spanish film, I think it is, starring Elena Anaya and Natasha Yarovenko. Elena I was very familiar with from a number of films. I didn't know Natasha before this. Basically, these two women hook up whilst they're staying in Rome, go back to Elena's hotel room, and they just get to know each other, but in, both physically and mentally. So they spend a lot of the time nude. But in getting to know each other, dark secrets are sort of revealed, and not much sort of happens, but it's just a gripping film. Really good. St. Trinian's 2, The Legend of Fritton's Gold. Can't remember if I've shown the first one or not, but I don't think I have. I think that's to come. Really enjoyed the first one, and I really I've shown ages ago when I did my DVD box sets. I've got a box set for St. Trinian's films, the originals. This was a lot of fun, but it wasn't as good as the first. This is Salt. This was a really good film. Angelina Jolie, CIA operative who has to go on the run when she's framed as a double agent who's sent to assassinate the president. So basically it's her trying to evade capture and prove her innocence. But yeah, really good film. It's got the original theatrical version and 2 additional extended cuts. I can't remember which version I watched. Probably whichever was the longest. But yeah, very good. I do like Angelina Jolie a lot. Sarah Jane Adventures. So if you're not familiar, Sarah Jane Adventures was a spin-off from Doctor Who. So when Doctor Who came back and was really successful, Russell T Davies spun it off two ways. He sort of did a more adult version for BBC Three, which was Torchwood, and then a children's version for CBBC, which was the Sarah Jane Adventures. So it starred Elizabeth Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith, who was originally John Pertwee companion who rolled over into Tom Baker, has proved to be one of the most popular companions ever. She returned in School Reunion, the David Tennant episode, and proved popular. So yes, a spin-off series was done. So basically she lives in Bannerman Road in this big house, and up in the attic is a computer called Mr. Smith, voiced by Alexander Armstrong, and they basically carry on the Doctor's work. They fight alien invasions on Earth. She is discovered by her neighbour over the road, Maria, and they sort of get recruited to help, together with their friends. His name is Clyde, and also Luke, who in the first episode, the pilot, is actually an alien given human form. And long story short, but basically Sarah Jane adopts him and brings him up. Maria left after the first series, and Rani moved into her house, and for the rest of it, that was the team: Rani, Clyde and Luke. Although in the last series, Star, so sort of had, Luke went off to university, so they had to sort of need to replace him, so Star had a very similar backstory. Anyway, first three series on DVD, but 4 and 5 are on Blu-ray, and these are they. Really great series, you know, it's too good to be a kids TV show. Sadly, the 5th series, Liz Sladen died halfway through making, so there's only 3 episodes. But yeah, excellent show. Next we have Score. So this is another, what's his name? Radley Metzger film. I've shown a couple of his in previous videos. So he's basically a soft porn director, really. This was a strange film. Not so much strange in plot-wise, but the story behind it. So, 2 couples meet on the swinging scene. They sort of stayed with each other for a while, and the men hook up with each other, and the women hook up with each other, and the men and the women all hook up all together and all that. There's not much plot to it, really. But the 2 lead actresses hated each other. The males actually shot some hardcore gay sex that was included in the US cut. It's not on here. You know, there's a lot behind the film. It wasn't great. Lynn Lowry? Yeah, Lynn Lowry, who's one of the female leads, is gorgeous. There's something about her that's just wow. So it's enjoyable for her, but it's not a great film. This is a complete 9th series of Doctor Who. So this was Capaldi's 2nd series. This contains 2 Christmas specials, Last Christmas and Husbands of River Song, that bookended the series. So this was the series where each show was a 2-parter. That doesn't make sense, but it was a series of 2-parters. So we had The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar, which is a 2-story starring Maisie Williams. Then Under the Lake Before the Floods, which was another 2-parter. The Girl Who Died and the Woman Who Lived. The Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Inversion. Sleep No More and Face the Raven. And then, spoiler alert, at the end of Face the Raven, Jenna Coleman's Clara dies. Then you get Heaven Sent and Hell Bent, which is the Doctor coming to terms with that and trying to change it. So it's, yeah, a series of 2-parters. Very strong series. Really good. Also the introduction. Was it the introduction? No, not the introduction, but Return of Missy in it as well. We have Ex Machina, based on... Was it based on a comic? Might not be, ignore that. But written and directed by Alex Garland anyway. So, Domhnall Gleeson is a computer expert, basically, who gets hired by Oscar Isaac, who is this, you know, big computer genius, multimillionaire type, Elon Musk type, or Steve Jobs type person, and he's been experimenting with artificial intelligence, and he's built these robots, female robots, at his beck and call, and sort of a love triangle evolves between Oscar Isaac, Domhnall Gleeson, and Alicia Vikander, who's one of the robots. Really good film. And finally, we have Highrise, which is a Ben Wheatley film. Big fan of Ben Wheatley. I've shown a couple of his films already. Really enjoy his work. This was based on a novel by J.G. Ballard. So it's a sort of slightly dystopian near future, and Britain's on the brink of social meltdown, and everybody lives in these high tower skyscraper type high-rise flats. And the way it works is the higher up you are, the more wealthy you are, the better your status in society. And Tom Hiddleston, who's a doctor, moves into one of them, and he's quite high up, but because he's a doctor he also gets involved with the lower classes as well, and it's sort of the story of this tower block and how the lower classes rebel against the upper classes. But yeah, really good film. Okay, that's it for this shelf done, over 7 videos I think it was. So we've got another, probably, I reckon, by the time I record, and probably another 10 videos to go. Rough guess. But this will see me through for a few weeks. Past parts are on the playlist. Once they appear, future parts will be as well. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you on another video. Thanks. Bye.